closed circuit television. So the circuit is closed from a camera to a television. So this is what the name implies. This is what CCTV. And we have the type of cameras. As you know, analog cameras. Normally we are not using them. Analog HD, IP cameras, and there is some thermal cameras also. And for the our minimum requirement, as we told last day, is analog HD 1.3. So the types like analog, which is same from 480 to 700 TVL, which is same in TV lines, and it's simple to run and it is economical, but we have only some limited control and settings. Analog HD, which is saying in megapixels, like 1080p or 2 megapixel, whatever it is. And if we have an existing analog devices, we can easily upgrade with the same cameras. And megapixel quality will depend on sure with the cable quality. And we have better option than analog. So if you are installing in some buildings, if you have already analog, you can easily upgrade. But still, for us, you have to tell in the drawing these cameras are existing on the site, and this is the new as per the requirement. So when we make the inspection, we'll give you if you need to change the old one. If it give some good quality, we'll keep it. We're not going to change. We'll not add the price to the customer. So the main door anyway you need to change from analog to analog HD to see the phase and but the normal cameras in the corridor and everything, you can keep it until our inspection schedule. So the next thing, IP, which is saying in megapixels also, from 720p to 8K or more than available now. We have more options, more analytics on the camera itself, like NPR or phase, whatever it is we can do inside the camera itself, which need high bandwidth for the data transmission. And it's like if you have some offices or something which is already have network connections, already have network links in all floors, you can use the same network for the cameras, so it will reduce the price for the cables and all. But the thing is, you need to make sure the bandwidth, which will not affect to the existing. This camera bandwidth will be more maybe, so it should not be affected to the existing system. So this is the basic requirements for the CCTV camera, a storage device, DVR or NVR. You should have cables according to the type of camera, a monitor, and the power sources. When we take the camera, what camera includes, we have a lens, same like our eyes, which we will see, and a sensor, it will detect the light from outside, and it will process to the digital from the signal processor, and we have a protection like dome, bolts or whatever. So this is how a camera works. We have IP camera and analog cameras. From the lens, it will pass the light signals to the sensor. The sensor called CCD or CMOS. So the sensors will detect the light and it will transfer the light to electrical or digital energy. So this process sent to the DSP, the digital signal processor, it will make the image as we are seeing in our. And this DSP is the one you are making on the button to turn on the WDR, IR functions, VLC functions, time and date on the camera. All these things controlling by the DSP. And if it is an analog one, then the DSP have to convert this digital signal to the analog. This is how the camera work. So, how to choose a lens for the camera? We have many lenses, like it's based on focus. We have a fixed lens, varifocal lens, which is zoomable. Based on the mount of lens, how it is mounted on the camera, we have two types, two standards, which is C mount and CS mount. So this is the difference between C mount and CS mount. It's like the diameter of the C mount, it is 17.5 millimeter, and the diameter for CS mount is 12.5. So if you have a camera with C mount, you have to use the C mount lenses, or else you can buy some adapter for 5mm to put a CS mount to suit on it. But for CS mount, you cannot use the C mount because the size is big. So the next category is iris on the lens. There is some cameras without any iris adjustment, same like a fixed focus lens, and this normally used for indoor and steady light condition. Always the light is there, or always the same light is happening on the scenario. And the manual iris, we should have to adjust the iris, open or close according to the light. If it is more light, it should be more closer, so the less light will come inside, the image will not be blurry. And motorist iris means you can adjust from the web viewer or from the DVR itself. It's like a manual also, you have to adjust from the operator side. And auto iris, it is automatically changing according to the light. So you can use it outdoor or for the lights, for the entrances everywhere. So it will automatically adjust the light from the background. The fixed lens, as you know, it is single size or already focused. Varifocal, you can adjust the focal length, and you can get various ranges of sizes also from the market. So this is how the focal length we can calculate. I will explain to you later about the focal length, so we can do some examples also. This is how it is. This is how it is related actually, the focal length. If you have a 3.6 mm or less mm focus camera, you will see a wider area of view. And if it is like 6 mm, it will come less. The view area will become less, but you can see far. You can zoom it on the far, you can focus on the far. The area will be, the angle will be coming less. So, types of sensors, as we explained, the next thing is sensor. We have CCD sensors and CMOS sensors. CCD are a charge coupled device, and CMOS, it is a transistor, CMOS transistor. So what this sensor is doing is just collect the lights through the lens and changing this lights to a digital signal. A CCD, which is like a silicon surface, you can see on when you remove the lens of a camera, you'll see a small square, like a green color or something. This is the CCD, this is the sensor. What it receives from the outside light and it is transmitting as a digital signal. So the normally used sizes, there is some standard, we have 1/3 inch or 1/2 inch is normally used, and this 1 inch is no more used. It was in tube, the old TVs and all. So the advantage of CCD, it can stay longer life. The size is very small, and it's like you can see before if you buy a camera 10 years before it is still working, and the new cameras the sensor got replaced easily because of new cameras they are using mostly CMOS. CMOS cannot stay longer life, and CCD can stay. And there is no image burn on the CCD. Same with the old LCD TVs. If you keep the camera open, 16 screen for a long time, when you turn off the screen, you will see the image burn on the screen like the same squares. So this will not happen with the CCD sensors. And it has a better night view vision with the IR cut filter, and power consumption is low, and the image is more accurate. So this is the CMOS sensor, which is doing the same function, changing the light to the electrons or to the digital signal, and it is better doing the amplification and noise correction, so the noise will be less on this type of cameras, and lower light sensitivity than any other camera. So next thing is the thermal cameras. Thermal cameras, it is working like the principle of electromagnetic radiation. Like all the things have their own electromagnetic radiation, depend on the temperature on our body. So it is just reading the temperature. It have a special lens, so it will read the temperature only, and which is making to the image. So you can see some one example there. In a foggy environment, you cannot see anything with the normal visible camera. It is full of fog, snow and all. So in the other picture you can see, I think there is one person is standing here. So this, what is the importance of the thermal cameras, which can see from very far, and even some woods or something you are hiding in the wood, it can detect the person because there is a temperature difference on the area. And I'll show you one more example. See the night vision camera without IR, the normal color camera, and how the thermal will work with the person. There is one person hiding. We cannot see with the normal camera, but we can see with the thermal. So there is sometimes used on the camera. When we buy the camera, we have to take care of these terms. It says AES, automatic electronic shutter. This AES is normally in fixed iris cameras. So if the iris is automatic, as we explained, when the light is coming, the iris will come small or big. When the light is low, it will come big to get the enough image. So what this automatic electronic shutter will do, if the iris is fixed, the shutter will close and open continuously. So the amount of light going inside will be controlled with the shutter. If the iris is like automatic, which is not much used, because we don't need this much control of the shutter. So when the shutter speed increases, the light passing through the lens will be decreased and the camera sensitivity will be decreased. The next thing, AGC, automatic gain control. It is normally a type of amplification, like to boost the light of the scenery. So you will see the difference between the images. When the AGC is off, which was a little dark, the area was little dark. When it is on, it amplifies the light signal or the image, which come a better cold. So it will be automatically doing the gain control. When it is less than like a threshold level, if it is less than some threshold level, it will automatically boost the light signal. Same thing with the BLC, backlight compensation. As the name says, if the backlight is different, it will compensate with the front light. So on the picture you will see, because of the back is more light, the camera controlled and you cannot see the front person. So the AGC, the BLC, what it will do, it will dim the front light and it will normalize with the back. Still you cannot, it is not clear the person. So to see exactly the person, we have another way, the WDR. Used on the same application, if the background is more light and the foreground is less, we have to turn on the WDR, which will eliminate the bright and dark areas, and the exposure will be controlled. So in our law, for the main door, wherever it is facing to the glass or something, we should have to use the WDR camera.